It is time. Oh, it's time. It's Vader time. No, just kidding. It's time for me to close. Oh, this is so unprofessional. It's time to start the final arc of Higurashi. Matsuribayashi. And there's a lot of interesting things going on here. We had quite the interesting ending. And by interesting, I mean sequel hook. And obvious hints of this is the final solution to the entire mystery. We know the debate of do we give an answer arc or do we just leave things be, let people make their own solutions? But the question is, well, everything's kind of been unraveled now. All of the truth is out there. And we know very well who the true villain is here. It's been drilled into our heads for like the past half hour of the last arc. The very much massacre chapter. So, the riddle you have been entrusted with solving now finally becomes unraveled. What must be done to stop the chain? And what will happen in the ultimate end? It's a showdown between the conclusion you reached and the one I reached. At least let it end with a blissful dream. We'll see what happens. Everyone, oh yes. Remember this poem? There were some people who said it sounded like one of those Frederica Bernkastel poems that we've been reading up until this point. It very much is. The study is filled with piles of books and papers. Immediately, I need to uncalled for. Okay. A full-figured old man writing something at his desk. He's in utmost concentration. There's also a girl sorting out papers on the carpet. She almost looks like she's playing with them. But she looks very serious, which makes it clear she isn't just playing. Grandpa, I'm done sorting them out. Thank you. Let's see, what happened? Look, there are many people with the same symptoms. This is absolutely abnormal compared to the national average. That's exactly what I expected. I just found a very interesting article too. It's about psychosurgery and culture. That's woo-woo. It talks about parasites that live in the frontal lobe of the brain. That might not be woo-woo. The frontal lobe. The frontal lobe allows people to have emotions. That's right. Emotions aren't created by the heart. The brain creates secretions that allow people to have emotions. So muck with that part of the brain, and you muck with people's emotions. If parasites live in that part of the brain and spread to make up a colony, the colony will have one single idea. Live in that part of the brain and spread to make up a colony. Parasites? Do you think parasites are the cause of the spread of ideology? When ideologies clash, are parasites clashing too? Or the distribution of religions? The distribution of borders and the distribution of races? And people in other countries who think the same thing as you, Grandpa? Of course there are. There are countless parasites on this earth, and they coexist with their hosts. And sometimes the parasites control their hosts. A lot of those parasites have been discovered already. However, people refuse to believe that these parasites live in human bodies and can even control their host. Why do you think that is? Humans aren't a special existence. You can presume that by replacing the spread of ideologies with an epidemiological point of view. I can't... Epidemiol... Let's see what the Google machine says. Pardon the interruption. Patterns cause and... Well, epidemiology is the study of analysis of the patterns, causes, and health, and effects of health and disease conditions in defined populations. Cornerstone of public health, so... If a confrontation was epidemiologic, by that I assume you... Treat it as a culture. Think about the Black Plague. Okay. Because of one idea. Incurable epidemic disease. Different idea. Quarantined. Been a taboo since after the war. Okay, you can't prove the devil doesn't exist. The greatest trick the devil ever pulled was convincing the world that he doesn't exist. You could argue that's an ideological thing. Your proof that the devil doesn't exist is that, where's the devil? I don't see the devil. The devil could be standing right next to you going, yes, I don't see the devil either. I guess you have a point there. Lack of proof is not in itself proof of non-existence. Okay. I couldn't accept that logic. Just because their existence hasn't been proven doesn't mean that they don't exist. Hmm. Nobody knows when God is going to descend. Oh God, this is the Takanos, isn't it? Fuck. I mean, of course it is. Just listen to this conversation and you get that these people are not. That's something grandfather says all the time. Nobody knows when God will descend. Nobody knows when efforts bear fruit. It'll happen. Hmm. You just you just want your grandfather to be acknowledged. Hmm. Okay, this is definitely a young Takano. I'd argue that the resurrection of Jesus was just ideological. His ideas lived on. Hmm. Is Jesus secretly the host of a parasite? And you'll become a god. Okay. This will be up there and palling around with God. So young Takano helped her grandfather with this research. So everything about parasites in the head. Essentially trying to help him prove the existence of parasites in the brain that control humans. Even a possibility. Hmm. To parasites. It's ideological. So by proving parasites control the villagers in Hinamizawa, hmm, both become gods and gain eternal peace. So When Takano was ranting all about becoming a god and being really ridiculous and a villain, this is what she was talking about. Her grandfather's research. Alright, key on a keychain. Hen house. The lock Eriko is trying to open isn't for the hen house. Hmm? Eriko's starting to panic. Supposed to be cleaning the hen house. If who finds you here? A punishment of a pig with torn arms and legs. We're children. Eriko didn't hear. To this hell. Whoa! My father and mother died. I was too young to remember. They went shopping without me, and that must be why they were punished. It was a train accident. Terrible disaster. Oh, God. A lot of people died. Maybe my father was one of the lucky ones. He was still alive when he arrived at the hospital, so he was able to leave some words with me. Mother died instantly. Is this still... But it was my father. Ooh. His hand wasn't there. Jesus. Hmm. Live strongly. Hmm. Stubborn and old-fashioned. Yeah, I know the type. Takano-sensei. Takano Ifumi-sensei. former teacher. So he's not even related to her family-wise, but Takano Hifumi was the only family Takano Mio, well, that she had anymore. Hmm. And this was where where that other scene was taking place. Grow in this loving environment and move on to society with a sense of gratitude. Reality isn't that promising. Hmm. Expecting something in return. Oh. Until they started to treat the children like inmates, I'm guessing. Oh. Be silent. Punishment of a casket. Uh, mean looking. Easy enough. Yuri Gauka, House of Love and Mercy. Hmm. If you get into the House of Love and Mercy, you could escape. Hmm. Duck who can't drink water, squished caterpillar, pig with torn arms and legs. Hmm. Except his. Oh. Damaged his brain and died. After being. Jesus. The people who ran this orphanage would later go on to run the Child Consultation Center in Okinomiya. Erika. She's the one. Yeah, maybe we'll just completely fail. The hen house in the courtyard. Same key as the door of the back stairs. Alright, hence the whole key business. Ah, right, so only one of you gets fed to the wolves so the rest can escape. Take. Oh, so there's mole children. Tomomi and Kikuko. Four children. Vague rules. Right. And just the fact that the last kid who was caught trying to escape is now fucking dead certainly helps. Miyoko. That's your full name? Continuing on with the first hour of Takanomio Miyoko's escape plan. But they're gonna go. They're gonna get talked into it. Hmm. Of course. And we don't want that. Oh, good. I hear rain. Oh no! Come on. Let's pray. Oh no. Oh no. Ooh. You bit him. Oh no. Oh no. Keep going, girl. Mmm. Mmm. It has to be a scary freaking image. Alright, time to go. Time to go. Oh no. Ah, shit. Whoa. If, I don't like that implication. I don't like that implication at all. But, okay. I don't even want to know what the punishment was, assuming you were caught after that. Major, it's time. Okay. We'll be right back with more Higurashi. Oh. No tips? that section. One more speech, we'll move on to a toast. $10 per table. There's a lecture before this party. They can't. Okay. Okay, that's the more important consideration, I'd say. There's always a speech before a toast. A long one. What the hell is... It's a big banquet. Sushi, sashimi, fruit. Fresh sashimi. Fresh sashimi. Blech. Well-mannered gentlemen, notable people from different fields. We're in a hotel. Elderly gentleman giving a long speech on the stage before making a toast. Upsurge in a strange way. Oh. Which country would actually teach not to show respect toward their own flag? There are none. What's happening only in Japan? Is this Tokyo? They say that to be forced to show respect towards your country's flag is the same as having morals forced onto you. Who are they kidding? So... Candidate for prefectural governor. Make Japan great again. XXXX-kun. We don't teach the correct history. They're letting those damn Americans into our country. Okay. Conference for an organization of alumni. Okay. creek. So this is the Imperial University. So Tokyo, Kyoto, Tohoku, Kyushu, Hokkaido, Osaka, and Nagoya. The Imperial Universities. Patriotism. Okay. She? Oh, okay. I thought we were talking about Hifumi Takano. He just wants support. So he's gonna kinda sorta lean that way just tonight, just to get all the old nationalists on his side. Make Japan great again. Speaking of the not-so-subtle Trump implications I was making in the third quarter of this video, and of Hifumi Takano's thoughts of parasites controlling the human brain and creating unified ideas and stuff, I volunteer each and every Donald Trump supporter for immediate dissection to look for parasites. All of them. Please. There's gotta be something going on in there for them to support that fucking maroon. Please, go ahead. I encourage it. Right. They're an association. It's the NRA, for example. People with unified ideas who come together and hold power. Right. The shadow government. I'd say the NRA is a shadow government. In the pockets of everyone. It's a major reason why Democrats have to fucking stage a sit-in just to get a vote on a gun bill. And how fucking Republicans are trying to pass it off as a fucking publicity stunt. Can you tell that I'm not happy with the American political standing? No, I'm really not. I'm also trying to wrap my head around what the hell is going on here. It's a huge backyard. That's a very detailed dish. Takano, it's an old man and young woman. Koizumi Sensei. Yep, that's Takano, alright. Hmm. Oh boy. Koizumi Sensei is a bit of a perv. No wonder Mahiru holds men to a higher standard. Her grandpa's a perv. So, grandfather Takano's already dead. Hmm. So we're in the Cold War now. And because we got nuked, then it sucks. So this is gonna cover the start of the research, isn't it? And the start of the Irie clinic. Start of weaponizing the Hinamizawa syndrome. Which might question how weaponizing a mental disorder caused by a physical disease would be helpful in that it often causes violent outbursts, but there was that drug which essentially moved everyone to the terminal symptoms where you start to claw your throat out, right? Then, even though you go through violent hallucinations first and you get extremely violent before you scratch your neck open, and still, I question the logic of weaponizing Hinamizawa syndrome. Unless we get a good explanation on that, I'm still going to question it. Brain. Oh, money. Well, that is a very detailed container. Then we'll become gods. Well, yes. Yes, you spoil your hot women and they spend the money and it goes into the economy and it makes Japan great again. But it'll still go into the economy. Hariyama-kun and Mochizuki-kun. Ooh, that means a lot. Almost impossible to explain. Could imagine. Okay. How considerate. He noticed the Hinamizawa syndrome in Manchuria, not Japan. I remember. Sent to the Kwantung Army. Terminal phase symptoms. Unknown parasites that cause people to go crazy when they leave the host. The host being the head of the Furude clan. Still unbelievably fucking bizarre, but Berry, yeah. I feel like we've had this conversation before. Hmm. Well, that's nice of you. That isn't the truth. They were? Something came up. They couldn't let him research it. Hmm. So what really changed. The Kwangtung army in Manchuria at the time. People disagreed whether to go up north or down. Okay. So attack the Soviet Union, or right. So that's a nice way to end a war. Let's just fight for a little bit and then say, okay, I'm tired now, let's stop. So go south to get more territory, or go north to stand against the Soviet army. This is World War II business. Germany said, haha, never mind. Lol, tricked you. Of course. Nomonhan incident in the 16th year of Showa. Ah. So the indecision of whether to march against the Soviets or move south was kind of 50-50 until the Nomonhan. Seen it. Okay. Whoa, okay, there's a lot of history that's going on here. Roko Bridge, Peking. Okay, this, okay, there's a lot going on here. So, whoa. Hmm. Second time in one episode, we're gonna break out the Google machine. Okay. The First Sino-Japanese War is way before this time. Second Sino-Japanese War, very much around the time of World War II. We're talking July 7th, 1937 to 1945. And there's been kind of fighting off and on since 1931, even. Okay. So since 1941, when World War Japan essentially got into World War II. Okay. Okay. 1931, the Kwantung Army invaded Manchuria. They're talking about Roko Bridge, but let's actually read about the Marco Polo Bridge incident, which what led to full-scale conflict. Okay. Alright. Okay, trying to process things here. Which, so we're dealing with simultaneously the World War II Japan alliance with Germany, Japan's non-aggression with the Soviet Union, and Japan's conflict with China. I think essentially what we're saying here is that the army in Manchuria was essentially called south to fight in the escalated Second Sino-Japanese conflict. Okay. And this Roko Bridge incident. Hmm. Oh boy. Yeah, essentially both sides of a bridge, everything went bad. That's all we really need to know there. Okay. So the Marco Polo Bridge incident. Yeah. I just kind of wasted 5 minutes on that. Hmm. Again, we don't know for sure, but these are nationalists talking. Oh boy. So, enjoy your fragmented history lesson as I read up more on this and make dinner. Until next time, until then.